Will AI ever truly be unbiased? Or are we just passing on our own mistakes onto it? AI is used for everything from translating text to recognizing faces. As AI becomes a bigger part of our daily lives, we have to recognize that its biases must be addressed. Without a doubt, it is powerful, but the real question is whether such power is helping us or just reflecting our biases. Alright, let's talk about woke AI. The term woke used to be all about being aware of societal issues and inequalities. Now, it's taking over technology. AI is capable of more than merely following instructions and doing mathematical calculations. That's right, folks, these robots are trying to be the change we need, all while processing data and making the world a little more conscious. What if AI has the capacity to comprehend justice and reach inclusive decisions? That's what woke AI promises. A fascinating push to give AI systems greater social consciousness and responsibility. How does it actually work? Brace yourself because woke AI is about to change the game. So, what's it all about? Well, it has two extremely ambitious goals. First and foremost, it's about ending the annoying loop of bias and making sure the data AI uses to learn doesn't repeatedly make the same mistakes. Sounds like a smart move, right? And second, AI is being asked to do more than just follow orders. It's about accepting variety and ensuring that all human experiences are respected. Basically, we're telling AI to stop being just a robot and start thinking about fairness, justice, and inclusion. Let's take a look at some real-world examples where AI algorithms have been criticized for bias. Google's AI tool, Gemini, gets a little too creative with its image generator and ends up portraying the US founding fathers with a black man and World War II German soldiers with black and Asian figures. Whoops, Google hit the pause button. More uproar resulted from Gemini's two politically correct comments, which included one about Caitlyn Jenner's gender and another comparing Hitler's atrocities to Elon Musk's memes. So, what went wrong? Well, Gemini was trained on biased data from the internet, where stereotypes are common. It's the kind of data that thinks cleaners are always women and doctors are always men. AI bias doesn't appear overnight. It is like a mirror reflecting societal biases that are already there. AI systems begin to detect long-standing biases, such as racial and gender stereotypes, when they are trained on data from the internet. For example, if you teach an AI using a series of textbooks that only discuss male doctors and female nurses, what would happen? The AI will assume that's the standard. It is not creating the bias itself, but merely absorbing all of the baggage that has been left in our past data. Ever wondered how AI, something we trust to be unbiased, can sometimes make totally wrong decisions? In AI, bias enters through multiple covert channels rather than entering through a single one. The first is data selection. AI will assume that a particular group in a particular job is the norm, if the training data exclusively depicts that group. Secondly, labeling inconsistencies arise when data is labeled in a biased or stereotyped way. Then comes algorithmic design, where even the most intelligent programmers may unintentionally introduce their own biases into the code. Oops. Lastly, there is historical context, which involves employing data that is out of date and does not accurately represent the current situation. In the end, this out-of-date information results in poor decision-making. Suddenly, AI, which is meant to be the future, becomes the personification of every bias we've been working to eradicate. For instance, in the medical field, AI technologies such as computer-aided diagnosis frequently mistake the diseases of Black patients due to their training on primarily white patients' data. In the world of online advertisements, Google's system made a mistake by displaying high-paying job advertisements only to men, thus reinforcing the long-standing gender disparity. Predictive policing tools, designed to help prevent crime, often end up promoting racial biases. This occurs because they rely on data that mirrors historical injustices. It seems as though AI is bringing the old bias strategy into the future without recognizing that it is creating a whole new problem. With all of this going on, the tech sector is determined to stop AI bias, and they're not taking any shortcuts in this mission. First, there are instruments for AI governance. Think of algorithmic watchdogs as the AI bouncers, always on the lookout, keeping any subtle biases that could try to invade. Then, you've got responsible AI systems, basically the tech industry's undercover agents, identifying bias and evaluating ethical dangers before they materialize into serious issues. And if you want transparency, go no further than XAI, explainable AI. which aims to explain exactly how it makes decisions. But it's not just about tech. Companies are adopting a more comprehensive strategy. To begin with, the tech world is giving diversity a major boost by hiring people from all walks of life to ensure AI is successful. To keep AI on the straight and narrow, they are also bringing in a team of experts, social scientists, and ethicists. Not to mention blind recruitment procedures. After all, when you're hiring the best of the best, why need unconscious bias? So, even though the fight against AI bias is still ongoing, a large team is working diligently to ensure that it is a fair one. Woke AI. Does it help or hurt? You're having trouble with a task and suddenly, like your own superhero, Siri or Alexa steps in to save the day. Cool, right? For people with disabilities, these virtual assistants are revolutionary, making everyday tasks a breeze. But wait, there's even more. Introducing VoiceIt, an application that essentially serves as a translator for people with speech impairments. It makes communication simple by converting voice patterns into something that everyone can understand. And that's not all. AI is helping the blind and visually impaired by reading messages, explaining icons, and making sure nothing is overlooked in the digital world. Woke AI is changing lives for the better. Here's the plot twist in the woke AI drama. Although it seems like the best solution, things aren't always easy. Imagine that when you attempt to remove one bias, you unintentionally introduce a new one in its place. AI's good intentions could easily devolve into a whole new issue, and trying to be fair could just backfire. Then there is the issue of objectivity. AI can become enthusiastic and lose its neutrality if it becomes too political. Think of a robot that tries so hard to be politically correct that it forgets basic facts. Sound familiar? Sure, AI isn't perfect, yet. But there's hope, and the fix starts with the basics. Step 1. Better data collection. When AI is trained on diverse, real-world data, it's less likely to get stuck seeing the world through a one-dimensional lens. Then there is routine bias testing, in which AI systems are assessed to identify any hidden biases. And let's not forget the human touch. A small human inspection, similar to having a friend proofread your work, might go a long way in identifying biases that algorithms would overlook. On the technical side, we've got some useful tools such as responsible AI tools for ethical evaluations and AI governance systems to monitor possible biases. And here's the cherry on top: third-party audits. Think of it as calling in an outside referee to keep the game fair and square. With these strategies in place, a fairer AI future doesn't just seem possible, it feels inevitable. In the future, experts from all across the world will be gathered for ethical AI training. A team of domain experts, social scientists, and ethics scholars work together to develop more intelligent and responsible systems. And transparent algorithms? So simple, even your grandma could follow their logic. The best part is that these AI programs are always improving, identifying bias before it has a chance to appear. Sure, perfectly unbiased AI may be a bit of a unicorn, but with ongoing improvements and a little openness, we can make it far more fair. And that's a wrap for today's video. We have discussed the undeniable possibility of bias in AI, the heated debate around woke AI, and the fascinating but difficult path towards a more equitable and well-rounded solution. Now, for the main question, do you think it is possible to develop AI systems that are truly impartial, inclusive, and free from human bias? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking insights into the ever-evolving world of AI technology. If you're curious about whether AGI could one day take the reins of a company or even a government, make sure to check out our previous video.